Hi there, just 2 weeks after Amazon announced the new Kindle Basic, they're also announcing a brand new Kindle called the Kindle Scribe. This is Amazon's first Kindle that supports note-taking with a pen. Now there is a lot to cover with this new Kindle Scribe, so I'm just gonna jump right into it and go into all the details so you know everything about this new device. The first thing is the price. The Kindle Scribe is starting at a price of $339. It only comes in one color option, which they're calling tungsten. The tungsten color is very much like a grayish black. I'm really interested to see how it compares to the other Kindles that are currently out. But $339 for a starting price makes this the most expensive Kindle you can buy right now. This is clearly designed for people who are very serious about reading books and taking notes on their device. Let me talk about some of the configuration options you have when you buy your Kindle Scribe. The first one you're gonna see right away is choosing the pen that you want. Every Kindle Scribe will come with a pen, and the base one is called the basic pen, but you do have the option to upgrade it to the premium pen, which costs $30 more. The only difference is the premium pen has a built-in eraser on the top, which makes it very nice for erasing things very quickly. And also there's a dedicated button to switch between highlighting, the pen mode, and other different styles. So it's just a convenience thing, but both pens will work the same in terms of marking up notes. The other option you have to choose from is which storage capacity that you would like. The baseline model is 16 gigabytes, but if you pay $50 more, you can upgrade that to 32 gigabytes. Or if you want to pay $419 for the highest end Kindle Scribe that you can buy, you will get 64 gigabytes of storage. And as a bonus, with that price point, they'll also include the premium pen as part of that price. Now, normally with Kindles, I don't recommend upgrading the storage capacity because books don't take up much storage. You can have thousands and thousands of books with very little storage on your Kindle, but on the Kindle Scribe, you're probably going to be using other documents like PDFs and marking up things with your notes, so that will take up a bit more storage. We'll have to see how much storage is actually needed in real life use. Now, one configuration option that is notably missing from the Kindle Scribe are lock screen advertisements. I am so happy this is not an option. No matter which Kindle Scribe you get, it seems like no lock screen ads will be included, so they don't make you pay extra to remove those. As of right now, the Kindle Scribe is available for pre-order and it will begin shipping on November 30th. So there is a bit of a wait right now until we actually get our hands on it, but you can pre-order right now and get it just in time for the holiday season. Next up, I want to talk about the pen that is included with the Kindle Scribe and all the things that you can do with it. But before talking about that, I want to do a quick shout out for anyone who is interested in reading non-fiction books. If you like reading non-fiction like me, I want to invite you to join my weekly newsletter called Presently Reading. Every month, I read a new non-fiction book and send out a weekly update with some lessons I've learned from the book. I also share some fun behind the scenes of my life as a YouTuber. If any of that sounds interesting to you, link down below for that. Anyways, the biggest update with the Kindle Scribe when you compare it against all the other Kindles is the ability to take notes with the pen. Now, no matter which one you get, the basic pen or the premium pen, you can still take notes just the same, and I am really excited for this. Now, there are a few different ways you can take notes on your Kindle Scribe, and the first way is while reading any of the millions of books available on the Kindle bookstore. When you're reading a book, just tap anywhere on the screen with the pen, and you can add a sticky note. You can just capture things like thoughts that you have while you're reading or anything else that might come to mind, and after you save your sticky note, it basically ends up in the same database alongside your normal notes and your highlights. From here, you can press the export button and all your notes will be exported to your email address. And I'm also really interested to see if the service Readwise will be adding support for these sticky notes. That would be really cool. But it's really interesting to see how all of these notes are compiled together into one giant library and they're neatly organized alongside your highlights. Now, taking notes while you're reading books is just one example. You can also import your own personal documents and PDFs. You can use the Send to Kindle app on your computer to send web articles to your Kindle and then mark those up with the pen. This is all very game-changing and can potentially really make people's lives so much easier that like to take notes. Another way you can use the pen on the Kindle Scribe is just by using the built-in templates. You can make a journal, you can make different notebooks, you can use grid paper, you can make to-do lists, whatever you want to do. The built-in templates are all there, just like other devices such as the Kobo Ellipsa or the Remarkable tablet. All these devices have this feature, and I'm really excited to see it come to the Kindle ecosystem. And later next year, they're going to add the ability to sync all these notes to your Kindle apps across all your devices. Now, a small hidden thing that I found on the product page is that Kindle is going to be adding a very strong connection to Microsoft Word. You can actually import Word documents to your Kindle Scribe and mark those up like a PDF, for example. But later next year, you'll be able to send documents from Microsoft Word on your computer directly to your Kindle Scribe without needing any other software or app. It's really cool to see Amazon working so closely with Microsoft. I think this is a really smart play on their part. This may actually open up a whole opportunity for Amazon to get these Kindle Scribes into businesses who use Microsoft Word. Now, in terms of the pen itself, it does not require any batteries, which is really useful. I hate charging up batteries. And the other thing is it attaches magnetically to the side of the Kindle Scribe. It's very similar to an Apple Pencil if you've ever seen one of those. Overall, I am very cautiously optimistic about the Kindle Scribe's note-taking functionality. A lot of this will depend on the software experience. If the software isn't optimized, we're gonna have a bunch of bugs and lagginess while taking notes. But knowing Amazon, they're usually pretty good about this, and I'm expecting to see a very fluid experience with the note-taking using the pen. Next up, let me talk about the screen on the Kindle Scribe, and I gotta say, this is a massive display. This is a 10.2-inch screen. When you compare that against the Kindle Oasis that only has a 7-inch screen, it's a very clear difference. Putting aside all the note-taking functionality with the pen, if you're just looking for a Kindle with a larger screen, this is a great device for reading books on, mainly because of the large screen, but also because they have a 300 ppi resolution and warm light temperature control. In my opinion, this is the trifecta of perfection when it comes to an e-reader. Normally, when you have a larger screen like this, you aren't able to maintain that high resolution like 300 ppi. For example, the Kobo Ellipsa I have over here only has a 227 ppi screen at the 10-inch display size. On the product page, the Kindle Scribe says this is the first 10-inch screen with 300 ppi resolution. That is an amazing accomplishment because the text will be so crispy, and you really do want that when you're marking things up and reading books on a large screen. Having the warm light control as well is definitely a big plus. I'm so happy that they're still making this a priority on the Kindle Scribe, so it's great for reading books and taking notes. Another advanced thing that they have on the Kindle Scribe is the ambient light sensor, very similar to the Kindle Oasis and the Kindle Paperwhite Signature Edition. It will automatically adjust the screen brightness for you based on lighting conditions. Next, let me talk about a few other notable things about the Kindle Scribe. The first is it has USB-C. Thank you so much. I love how all the new Kindles have USB-C now. The only one that's left is the Kindle Oasis, so hopefully one day they'll update that too. And they're also advertising the Kindle Scribe to have a massive battery. Now, if you dig down into the tech specs of the product page, they advertise that if you use the Kindle Scribe for 30 minutes a day just for reading, you should expect to get 12 weeks of battery. In the same conditions, if you write on the Kindle Scribe, you'll get 3 weeks of battery. I'm a little bit skeptical of the battery life over here. They're always a bit overly ambitious in my opinion with the battery life suggestions. We'll have to see how this actually ends up in practicality. Most people will be going back and forth between writing and reading, so I'm really interested to see what the actual number will be. Another really nice thing that Amazon is doing is they're including 5 replacement tips with the purchase of your Kindle Scribe. So if you're writing a lot with the pen and that tip gets worn out over time, you can easily replace it with the replacement tips that they include, and they'll also be including a replacement tool to help you do that. In terms of accessories, you can also buy these replacement tips as an add-on later on if you need to, and they're also going to be selling some new cases that works very similarly like the other Kindle cases. If you close the lid, it'll go to sleep, and if you open it back up, it'll wake back up. So some new cases, some new tips for the pen. Now, one important consideration for certain people is waterproofing. The Kindle Scribe does not have that. It's kind of a bummer because it's the highest end Kindle you can buy, and you would hope that it would have all the bells and whistles, but waterproofing is not one of them. So if you want that, the Kindle Paperwhite is a better option. Another very useful thing that we haven't seen in a while is the accelerometer that's built in to the Kindle Scribe. If you rotate the device left, right, up, and down, it will rotate the screen automatically, which is really nice. We haven't seen this feature since the Kindle Oasis, so this is the first Kindle to have that in a very long time. Now, even though you can rotate it and hold this device nicely on the bezel with one hand, there seems to be no page turn buttons anywhere in sight. So that's one notable omission that we don't have over here when you compare it against the Kindle Oasis. What are your thoughts on the new Kindle Scribe? Will you be ordering one? Leave a comment down below. And also, if you didn't already know, Amazon just changed their return policy for Kindle books, which is kind of a big deal. I just made a video about this yesterday talking about all the new changes. Link for that video on the screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.